think we're well prepared, just having run the course twice, so that helps a lot. As far as what I think we can do, I'm pretty confident we have a good men's and women's team that can do something special. The fact that we have seen the course and it's been muddy and we know what to expect, I think that's going to give us a little more of an edge than those that are used to a little more pristine golf courses or footing. And so I think it'll be a little bit of a rude awakening for people coming here, but overall it's going to be a tough race either way. Well, men are going off first again at 11 and women at 12:15, and so the men will probably have a little better footing for the first 2 laps or so, but after that it's going to be chewed up pretty good. The course, I think it's a fun course. It's definitely, it's not a fast course. I mean, people are running probably 20 seconds slower per mile than they do on any other course, that's slow. So it's a grinder, you know. It's not about being the fastest one, or you know, it's being tough and tough and tough.
I think with this course, like no matter how many times you run it, it always poses like a new problem every time. So I think like us already having 2 meets on it, like with all these other teams coming in from far away, they're gonna have no idea like what's coming, and I think that'll give us an advantage. And I think just like because it's so tough, like you have to stick with your team, or else it mentally it just like drains you. So I think it'll also help us be more of like a pack as we run and like stick together and like look for each other in that big crowd.
Personally, I'm not a fan of this course either. When we ran it for pre-nats, it was already difficult with the hills and stuff, and me not being as experienced at the 10K level yet. And then you add in the really thick mud, and it doesn't make it any better, that's for sure. But it's the same course everyone else is running, so I'm happy to already have some experience on it.
Yeah, a little bit. It'll be a little more refined, as in probably working in pairs versus a large group. Partially because the boxes are only going to be about 1 meter, 1.5 meters wide, and so it's only going to allow for 2 people to be on the line. So right from the get-go, it's going to string out, and you're going to have to make sure you keep in contact with your team a little bit, because it pinches down pretty quickly. I mean, you got to get off the line. I mean, no matter where you're at, you got to get off the line. So there's no preference to it really.
I think having started with some easier like flatter courses, like coming right from high school, it definitely helped, because like if we had to do like Pittsburgh's course like right off the start, I probably would have like tanked. So I think now like knowing what I can do and like knowing we have good training underneath us, like it makes me so much more confident going into these races. And I feel like you're more able to find like go into the pain and like find that like depth to it, I guess, instead of just, you know, you're running on a flat course, you can just sort of go with everybody. This one's more like finding like who you really are as an athlete, I guess.
I think it would be very, very important, especially because this is probably going to be the largest field I've ever raced in before. So just knowing that I'll have Corey, Jared, Colton, Brendan, Nick, Ed, all of them just right there packed up with me, and a lot of them are more experienced and know what they're doing with the racing over me. So I think just following them is just gonna be huge. It's gonna be easy to latch onto them.
When you're younger, you don't, like Ward kind of said, when you're in a big field, you're not used to that, other than really if you go to the state meet as a high schooler, and so otherwise it's usually really small meets. And so the one concern always is, do you get lost? What's your purpose during the race, being young? And that's where you have to put forth your team first, or doing it for something bigger than yourself, and finding the purpose, or what's something that pulls you from your heart that makes you really be passionate about getting to the finish. And so that's the only concern about working with young group. But also a lot of them, even though last year maybe wasn't the finish they wanted at the national meet, they still got the experience, and you understand, or you learn from it. You learn from the good and the bad.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of both again too. You know, I think we have three guys who it's their first time running a 10K, or second time running a 10K now, and so I mean 3 of our 7 are pretty new. We are led by a few like Corey and Ed, Jared, and Colton, you know, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that they love racing 10Ks, you know, and so it's really, it's a passion thing. What do you have to put forth, and how excited are you about giving a great effort?
Yeah, I think really it comes down to like our training and like how Coach Foster has handled everything. He's super knowledgeable about like everything that running is, and I think knowing what you're running for, like having that purpose, really helped a lot. And like I love all the girls on the team, so like I would do anything for them. And so for me, it's like I finally feel like I'm fulfilling what I came here to do, because I did come here to be like a top runner. That's what I wanted. That was my goal. And now like being there and like knowing I have an impact on the results has really like changed the way I run.
I put it all, basically what Audrey said too, on the training and running with the team. I still don't know what I'm doing out there by myself, AK 10K, but just knowing I had the training under me, I just follow our guys and let them drag me to good places.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love the cold.
I'm very fond of snow as well, for now.
Yeah.
I come where I'm from in West Virginia. We usually get a good bit of snow, so that's nothing new. It's actually easier here because I have people to run with, and as long as you have your teammates, you can all go out there and complain, and just like that, your run's already over.
I don't know. I think we'll probably just talk about like the transition and what we're gonna do over break, and let our bodies recover, but not too much to the point where we lose like a lot of our fitness. So we'll probably have some like indoor meets coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I've never really been a big fan of taking days off.
Okay.
I'll probably start up Monday morning unless he's got other plans for me.
Yeah, I think like coming here it was hard, like not having like a day off really, because in high school it was much more like laid back. But then when Coach said at the beginning of the season how like if you take into account all those days that you take off, like that is so many minutes wasted that you're not getting better. So I think having that mindset helps a lot.
My legs don't feel right if I take too many days off. It's like too much energy, and I know the feeling of just being a little sore, a little heavy, becomes like natural to me. And then when that's gone and I just feel normal, I don't like it. It's too much energy.
In a perfect world,
Yeah.
I'd like to have everyone show me that they're really getting after it the whole entire race, and like showing focus and being zoned in. I think that's my biggest thing I'm looking for, because if we do that, I know that we're going to place well as a team. And so I don't like to put an exact place on it, but individually we need to be like focused and honed in.